My name is Gina, that's short for Regina. Welcome to my channel. This is my first video here on YouTube, so welcome. If you're digging this look, just based off of the thumbnail, just based off of the slay I'm giving you right now, hit and subscribe, hit the notification bell, sound off in the comments, leave me a welcome greeting below. So you guys, I'm just coming to you with a video. This is going to be a video just so you guys can get to know me, so I can get to know you. So you can decide if you want to stick around and be my friend here on YouTube. But I'm just going to be answering some basic questions about myself. I have actually Googled a few questions as well. The point of the whole video is for you guys to get to know who I am. So let's get right in. So my name is Regina Shakira Wells, but you can call me J. I am 24 years old. I am a Capricorn. My birthday is January the 17th. So if you follow the horoscopes and zodiacs and all that, you'll know that I'm a cusp baby. I'm like right on the edge of being a Capricorn and right on the edge of being Aquarius. So you'll see like throughout my videos that I'll give you a Capricorn sometimes I'll give you an Aquarius. Just some basic stuff about me. I live in South Carolina. I've lived in South Carolina all my life. I don't know any beauty YouTubers that are from South Carolina. I grew up in Greenwood, South Carolina. I don't know if anybody besides people from Greenwood know what Greenwood is, but that is where I'm from. Born, I mean not raised, but born, you know. And you'll see, you know, the girl can get kind of, you know, she can get kind of jazzy, you know. But I have been living here in Spartanburg, South Carolina for what? Since I was in like 7th grade, you guys. So I guess you can really say I was like raised in Spartanburg, South Carolina. But you know, I went to school to be a theater arts major at Furman University, which not a lot of people actually know what Furman University is either, but it's actually a really prestigious school here in the South. I graduated August 2016, and yes, I do very much so still participate in theater. I'm still passionate about the art of theater making. I'm actually in a show right now, so you know, people always ask me, you know, oh, what do you do as a theater major artist? And I'm just like, I do theater. I would label myself an actor. 3 things that I really love. I really love theater. I really love beauty and the art of transformation. And I really love my family and friends, the few friends that I do have. How long have I been doing makeup? I probably say I've been doing it seriously since I was a senior in high school, because you guys, back in the day, you couldn't catch me wearing a dress, you couldn't catch me with this much makeup on my face, you couldn't catch me, you know, being all girly. I was a tomboy through and through. I played every sport, like me and my family all did. My brothers played every sport, my sisters played a lot of sports, like, you know, I was really a real tomboy. So wearing makeup for me when I was young wasn't really a priority. But most of the time, if you go to my 9-to-5 job in the day, you'll see me. I'll be looking busted, period. You'll walk in there and you won't know who I am, period. Because when, you know, throughout the week, I'm not worried about putting on makeup every day or, you know, living some facade that's not me. You know, I am who I am, and that's all I can be. So, and if you're digging this, then go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Why wait? We're friends now. You clicked on the video, you watching it. We're friends now. What's up, bestie? I hate. It's so many things that I dislike. I'm gonna try to keep this one really short and simple, you guys. I really dislike laziness. Top of the list, laziness, you know, like people that complain about their situation but never do anything to change it. People that like live a lazy lifestyle, like too lazy to get up and go to work, too lazy to fix themselves something to eat, too lazy to take their car to the shop, too lazy to put on a full face of makeup, too lazy to go out and really pursue your dreams, too lazy to put in the work necessary to make yourself who you want to be. I hate laziness, period. I wouldn't even, like, my friends, none of my friends are lazy because I don't even associate with people that are lazy like that, period. Okay, what are your best characteristics? That's easy. I am a really hard, dedicated worker, like in my craft, not like, oh, I mean, all around, even when I don't want to do something, if I put myself and obligated myself to do it, if I've given my word to someone that I'm going to do it, then I usually do it, and I try to do it to the best of my ability, which is always 300%, period. Another good characteristic of me is I'm truthful, and a lot of people might be like, oh, the truth hurts, whatever like that, but I always feel like the best characteristics you can have about yourself is to be truthful in whatever situation you find yourself in, even in your craft, being truthful to yourself about your abilities, being truthful to an audience when you're performing, being truthful, to other people about themselves if they ask you. There's always boundaries and constraints. If they ask you, I just feel like being truthful and like honest is probably a really good characteristic of me. I'm all about vibes, I'm all about vibes. Like, I can feel if somebody's vibe is off. I can feel if their vibe is 100% on. I feel like I can read vibes very well. So, yeah, there's 3 things about me. It says, what are your favorite things about yourself? Are those the same question? I don't think that they are. That other question was, what are your best characteristics? This question is, what are your favorite things about yourself? The favorite thing about me is that I'm me and I'm not anyone else. And then there's no number 2, number 3, or number 4. My favorite thing about me is that I am me and I'm not anyone else. Period. Which of your parents are you closest to? Clearly I'm closest to my mom. Of your parents are you more like? Probably more like, well, I'm gonna be honest because I said I'm an honest person, but I feel like I get my hard-working, honesty, truthfulness from my mom, but all the bad qualities about me, I get them from my dad. So I really can't say who I'm more alike. I think I got stuff from both of my parents. What is your biggest accomplishment? My biggest accomplishment was probably performing in my first professional show, which was in July, or was it August 2017, which was last year. I played the role of Mamie in Intimate Apparel at Center Stage, and it was one of my biggest accomplishments because when you're fresh out of college and you're a arts major, it's always kind of, on the edge about, everybody's always on the edge about it, like the saying, starving artist or whatever. You know how people say that? My biggest fear was like getting out of college and not having a job, not landing in an audition, not landing a gig. So I feel like that was my biggest accomplishment because, when I would work my 9 to 5, people were like, oh, you seem so headstrong and so, focused and so educated. And when I was at my 9 to 5, and they'd be like, what do you do? Where'd you go to school? And then I tell them, and they kind of frown up when I say I was a theater major because they feel like, if you're a theater major, you out here broke, living check to check, or not living check to check at all, living meal to meal, and all that craziness that comes with everything. And so my biggest accomplishment was being in my first show because it was just, one of many, and it was just it just went to say, like, hey, anything is possible. I'm doing it. You can do it. And I was really proud. My first show, I was really proud of the work I did. I thought it was solid work, and so there. What is your biggest fear? My biggest fear is not living up to my potential. Um, what is your eye color? I don't know. It's kind of dark. I put it on my resume as espresso brown, so that's the color my eyes are. They're espresso brown. What inspires you? Wow, that is pretty deep. That's such a deep question. I inspire me. I know that's kind of conceited and self-centered, but I just feel like if you can't be inspired by your own self, the person you're with, 100% of the time, the person you wake up with, go to sleep with, the person you have to be, the person you are, if you can't be inspired by the person you are, then what are you even doing? Secondly, I'm just inspired by the world around me. I'm inspired by art, and I'm inspired by people living in their truth, and I'm inspired by, you know, I guess I can just go ahead and kind of plug this in. The reason why I chose to do theater, I know you guys are like, is this a channel about theater or is this a channel about makeup? But it's a channel about me. So, I just want to tell you guys these things so that, you can kind of connect with me on a personal level and we can sort of grow from there. But when I think about what inspires me, I always think about theater because I feel like theater has the ability to change the way people think. It has the ability to influence you in the way you live your life. So I'm inspired by art and people that live in their truth, because I just feel like if you're living in your truth all the time, you're an inspiration for someone else that maybe hasn't quite caught on to the fact that they are everything that they're looking for, and that they do possess a magic that is gonna be, world changing in some way, shape, or form. So I just wanted to plug that in there. That's why I really like theater, because I feel like it has the ability to provoke thought and it has the ability to provoke change. So, what is the most important thing in your life? Most important thing in my life is the people around me, because all this other stuff, makeup and all that crap, I say crap, but it's not going with you when you leave the earth and go on about your business. It's gonna be the people around you that continue to live through you and the ones that rejoice your memories. So, most important thing in my life are the people in my life. Who is your favorite actor? Now we getting into some good questions. Period. These questions is the questions I want to answer. Who is your favorite actor? My favorite actress is probably Viola Davis. Mostly because I feel like she is the most vulnerable actor, the most, she's breaking boundaries for women of color, period, point blank. I really love Lupita Nyong'o. Beautiful actress. She does beautiful work. You guys probably know her from her debut role, 12 Years a Slave. Really love Viola. Really love Lupita. Would I be a black woman if I didn't say Denzel Washington and Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith and Queen Latifah and Meryl Streep and Johnny Depp, and there's so many people that I love to watch act because I feel like they're awesome. I don't even know what else to say. There's just so many people that I love. I really love Taraji. I feel like she's such a free spirit, and I just feel like she brings a certain energy and a certain zest to all her characters. I really love Angela Bassett. Did y'all see Black Panther? Did you see Black Panther? Period. She was a freaking queen. She was a freaking goddess, I just love the people that I love, and those are just a few of them. Who is your favorite musician? That question is easy. Vegas YL. That's my boyfriend. He makes music. Some of you guys probably know that if any of my family comes on here and looks at the video. But for those of you who don't know, my boyfriend, his name is Vegas YL. He's my favorite musician. I support him 100% through and through. But if we're talking about, you know, more mainstream artists, then probably from day one, I've always loved Kid Cudi. Period. And I mean it. I mean it. I love Kid Cudi. You know, when I was growing up, I kind of fit in with everybody. So it was kind of like, I felt like I was a chameleon because I could hang out with anybody. And the person that taught me to be who I am and not afraid to be who I am was probably Kid Cudi. Listening to Man on the Moon. You guys should, if you've never heard of Kid Cudi, if you've never listened to his music, my one hope for you is that by looking at my video, you'll go and listen to some Kid Cudi. Other musicians, you guys, you know what? I really like old musicians, 90s and before. You know, these new artists, they tire me. They tire me. Like, two favorite artists, Vegas YL, Kid Cudi. That's it. I used to be a really big fan of Kanye West, but he done lost his mind or something. I am a big fan of J. Cole. As far as women artists go, I like older artists, Little Kim. You know, I'm here for Remy Ma, Missy Elliott. I'm all about Sierra. You know, and then, you know, before that, if you really want to get into it, Betty Wright, Marvin Gaye, people like that, you know, those are the people that I like to listen to, you know. As far as these new artists go, I try to keep up with the music and stuff like that, but most of the time, I just end up listening to some old 90s, 2000s, 70s, 80s music, and that's just what I do. What is your favorite color? My favorite color is black and smoke gray. What is your favorite time of day? Whenever I get time to spend with my boyfriend, and whenever I get time to myself to sit and plan my future, that's my favorite time of the day. It doesn't matter if it's in the morning, afternoon, evening, night. I'm only gonna answer about 2 or 3 more questions, you guys, because this is getting long, and I feel like you guys are kind of getting to know me. So, are you a fan of any sports team? Go Tigers. Period. I know I went to Furman, but I'm a really big Clemson Tiger fan. As far as like NFL and NBA, I don't really like to watch NFL and NBA. I really like to watch college ball. Are you a good cook? Do I like to eat? Don't I like to eat? Yes, honey. She can cook. She is able. She is able. One more question. Let's see if I can make it a good one. Do you have any tattoos or piercings? I do not have any tattoos, and I do not want any tattoos as of now. I just feel like tattoos are like too permanent, and I could never decide what I want permanently on my body. So no, I don't have any tattoos, and no, I really don't want any, but I have had, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I've had 13 piercings total. Some of them have come out over time. They like rejected, and I still have quite a few. So I had my cartilage pierced. It's pierced on both sides. I have my ears pierced. They're double pierced at the bottom on one side. So that is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I used to have my clavicles pierced. You'll notice if you ever see this little scar right here, I had a dermal piercings there, but they're not there anymore. They're probably the piercing that I probably want back the most, but I'm not going to get them back. Just my belly button pierced, which I don't have anymore, but I do have 2 dermals right below my belly button, like in that little area below the belly button. And then I had 2 of them right like on like my, not on my lower obliques. I had 2 of them there too, but they're gone as well. So yeah, 6, 7 piercings now out of the 13 that I've had total in my life. Guys, it was really good talking to you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like I said, subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you're notified of my future content, which my future content will be more standard, makeup content, of course. If there's any look you guys want me to go ahead and start preparing for you, then sound off in the comments and let me know. Don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. Please follow me on all of my social media platforms so we can keep up with each other. That's all my time. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for coming to look at my new video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.